morning. Good morning. I hope this is actually picking up. It was giving me the business, wasn't giving me a signal, so I actually shut the phone down and got it back up. Brother Tony from Warner Robins, top of the morning to you, brother. Top of the morning to you. I'm only on here for a real brief moment, but I'm on here enough. I'm on here long enough today to be able to just, I got to make one last plea. I got to make one last plea to freedmen in the United States, to American descendants of chattel slavery in the United States. If you call yourself an African American in the United States, if you call yourself black in the United States, if you call yourself colored in the United States, if you call yourself a Negro in the United States, I'm making my last plea. This will be my last plea to our people. Be my last. Oh, they making a new fascia for Wendy's, and they want to make sure they got that big yellow shit on there. We are open for business. The bag don't stop. Just because we getting some new makeup put on us, the burgers are still flipping. They need to open that motherfucker after 10 o'clock is what they need to do. So I'm trying to put it into the nicest context I can. Because the context that I really want to put this in, I want to go crazy with it, but I can't go crazy with it. Because to really make people understand where I'm at, ooh, I need to check Gordon's for gummies. I need to let them know this is not a situation of frivolity. I'm not angry. I'm not angry about shit. I just know that I can't live this way anymore. This video gonna be shorter than I thought. So I know I can't deal with the frivolity. So the biggest thing for me right now, oh shit, and they fucked up. They crowded the motherfucker again. All right, hold on a second. Fuck it. I can actually always call. Yeah, it's gonna be better for me to call. It's too many motherfucking cars in this bitch. But that was my daughter's car. Look what she doing over here at Gordon's. Yeah. Gordon's ain't usually pumping like this right now. I can usually walk in and walk right back out. Fuck all that. All right, anyways. So, change of plans. So, my plea to our people, and it's not a desperation plea. Usually when you have a plea, you are desperate. I am not desperate. I am not desperate for nothing. So that's why I'm trying to tell y'all, this ain't about me. This ain't about just my attitude. What up, Free? Brother Knowledge. Hey, Rochelle. I ain't really paying attention. I was trying to go to motherfucking Gordon's, but Gordon got 10 cars in the lot. That's a lot for that store. So they fucked up in the game right now. I can't do that. Who else in there? Appreciate y'all checking in early. But yeah, like I'm tired of us saying shit like people of color, community of color, women of color, men of color. Because it's always based on some shit that's happened only to us, people of African descent. Black people, let me just be concise. I ain't gonna run all the names down. Or if I say Negroes, y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. We have figured that out. If I say Negroes, we do know that I am talking about us. Because don't nobody else want to be a Negro. Even the Africans that come over here from Africa, They don't want to be Negroes. So Negroes is still ours. Didn't nobody take that. But where I'm at now is I'm done telling people or done talking to people about people of color, women of color, communities of color, because the fucked up shit don't happen to communities of color. The fucked up shit don't happen to people of color. The fucked up shit don't happen to men and women of color. It only happens in the black community. It only happens to the black men and women. It only happens to the coloreds. So I am not. I refuse to address anybody who addresses us as people of color, as communities of color. But I'm going to start cussing. Who the fuck are you talking about? When you say communities of color, who are you talking about? Are you talking about Negroes? I'm coming off that way. So that's why I'm giving up the warning. I'm giving up the post. This is where I'm at from this point on. We are not people of color. We are not men and women of color. We do not live in communities of color. Because fucked up shit don't happen to those people. It only happens to us. So why are we allowing people to just give us what everybody else has earned? They've earned that name. We didn't earn the name people of color. Hell, just like we didn't earn the name minority. We definitely didn't earn the name nigga. We got what we got. And that's all we got. So to keep from being angry about it and upset when I hear it, I just heard a newscaster on the Black News Channel, the Black News Channel that's owned by two white people. Well, one is Arab, but he live white. And if you live white, you're white. He don't live like an Arab should live, which would be black, because you're blacker than you're white. So he lives like a white man. No problem. I get that. But on the Black News Channel, she said in a community of color, this happened at a da-da-da-da. Oh, okay. Well, I was waiting to see some Asians. I was waiting to see some Indians. I was waiting to see some Latinos. All I saw was Negroes. That's not a community of color. That's a black community. That's an African-American community. That's where the Negroes stay. Stop saying that we are in communities of color. Hell, stop saying we in communities. We ain't got no goddamn communities. We got neighborhoods that are densely populated with Negroes. A community is where you got all your shits. Your schools, your churches, your doctor's offices, your grocery stores. That's a community. Your banks, that's a community when it's owned by those people. But we don't have that. All that was mowed over by the fucking United States freeway system. Every prominent black community in this country had a freeway made through it. So we don't have communities anymore. We have neighborhoods. And we struggling to hold on to those because they want those back. Now that the numbers done dip, they come in and buy those and gentrify those. I'm trying to give people what I got spiritually. I know I can't give you what I got, but I'm trying to give you what I got spiritually because we are in a fucked up space to believe that we're just like these other people. When we know we ain't nobody like us and ain't nobody treated like us. But no, we want to act like we like other people, people of color, communities of color. And this is the news channel. This who gives you what you need to go out and survive in the world. They telling you the lie. They telling you the lie. Black news channel gonna say communities of color, people of color. Really? That's the way y'all think? Y'all wrong with you? You can't believe that we have communities. If you're the Black news channel, take us to one. Again. So y'all let me know if this stream fucks up or if it's done fucked up. Because I don't know how the signal was. I was paying attention to the road. We have too many people in Washtenaw County right now, and the rollers is out. They giving out tickets for dumb shit. I done seen them. I literally seen somebody do a rolling stop. You could tell they didn't know they was looking like this, and then they just turned, but they never really stopped the car. Cop got right behind them, did a rolling stop. That's dumb. People looking for places to get to and all that kind of shit. Go solve a fucking crime. I hate cops that sit around and try to catch that easy ticket. Go solve a fucking crime. Your job is not out here to catch somebody to give them a fucking rolling stop ticket when they didn't put anybody in any imminent danger. Go solve a fucking crime. Anybody waiting around for a goddamn jaywalking ticket is a dickhead. But we got them out here. We got them out here. The meter maid is qualified to give you a jaywalking ticket. I just had to appeal the ticket I got in the handicap space when I was unloading. Stinking ass bitch. But am I making sense in here? I know I get off into my rants, and I don't really make the car videos as conversational because I can't really get into the chat. But am I making sense to the people that are in here this morning? Am I making sense? Please tell me I'm either making sense or I'm on one right now and I'm a little off. Then I'll try to move back to the center. Or I'll just say, fuck you. I think I'm making sense. Let me know. Let me know. Thank you, knowledge. Thank you. Your jaywalking ass. We're going to do an inside. I got a lot of shit to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about it tonight. But I need the slides, you know. I'm getting a little uppity with my shit. So I got slides and shit. Southern Breeze, what it do? So yeah, I need my slides for this video tonight. Because some things just need that imaging. You got to be able to see that optical imaging. And I understand the people that are out there really doing it on a crazy level, why the slides make their shit move. See, I feel like I can move content just me like this. I think I can do this all day. But if I give you that visual to work with, it also helps me fuck with that. The lady with the water issue. So let me break it down. So you was on that video. So that night she called in, we kicked it. We had 2 conversations, if you remember. The second conversation we had, we got the Red Cross on the phone. Throughout that video, somebody during that video saw that video. Sister Cosetta, you ain't missed a damn thing. You can always go back and check out the playback, but I'm just letting folks know what I'm done with. And I'm explaining to Summer Breeze how we got the people of Ypsilanti's water back on. And good morning to you, Queen. So that second conversation was with the Red Cross, okay? That second conversation was with the Red Cross. And after we got off the phone with the Red Cross, Sister Mary went back to the community and told the people, here, this is what we got. You got to call this number here. We got these resources that are available to us. So she took care of the people that night. The next day, she got a call And I don't know where you from, Southern Breeze, but we got 2, 4, and 7 up here in our news outlet. So Channel 4, our news outlet in Detroit, Michigan, called Sister Mary personally. It was on social media. They got her name and everything. Called her, then came out to the community, and by 2 o'clock that day, the water was back on. He said he had heard about the story. Now, where they had heard about it at? Wasn't nobody else talking about it. Wasn't no other content creator in Washington County talking about it. Wasn't nobody talking about it. Wasn't nobody posting about it. We didn't have none of our internationally known podcast creators talking about it. We just had little old me. Little old big me. I ain't little, motherfucker. Little old big me. Talking about it. Sitting on 470 YouTube subscribers strong. I don't know how many I got on Haps and all that, but I'm good with it. Whatever I'm good with, I'm going to roll with. We put Sister Mary on. Sister Mary got on. Channel 4 got on. The water got turned back on. We E.F. Hutton in this bitch. When we talk, they listen. They ain't gonna fuck with a freedman. They might fuck with a person of color, but they ain't gonna fuck with a freedman. They might fuck with a community of color, but they ain't gonna fuck with a freedman. And this is freedman community here. Anybody's welcome to listen, understand, and go back into their sect and put it into play. But this is freedman content here. Freedmen. My pleasure. That's what I do. I'm a village voice. Not the village voice. I'm not claiming to be the village voice. Like I'm not claiming to be the mayor. I'm not saying I'm the governor, the president. I don't need them titles. I don't need them highfalutin titles. I don't need to be the shit. I just need shit to move. If I'm opening my motherfucking mouth, shit's gotta move in this bitch. It's a waste of energy if it doesn't. What you need me out here for if shit ain't moving. People just out here popping their gums, doing nothing. The biggest thing for me is this fucking community. And that doesn't just always mean black people. There's some white people getting fucked up out here. But who I gotta protect? I gotta protect people. And when I gotta protect people, I gotta protect my people. My people, I start with black people. Y'all know I'm being concise. I know I don't say black. I'm gonna stop putting out that disclaimer too. Y'all know what I address myself as now. Whether you want to call me a freedman or not, that's up to you. You call me a black man, I get it. I don't even look at it as a general ignorance. I just look at it just kind of keeping shit moving. I get it. But when we in professional circles, when we fucking with them white supremacists out there, and it's us against them, you address me as a freedman. You do not address me as a black man. You can even address me as a Negro, because then I know exactly, hey, Negro, what up? I know exactly who you're talking to. That's it. That's what I wanted to say. I'm done pleading. I'm done. If y'all want to be people of color, be people of color. If y'all want to live in communities of color, live in communities of color. Communities of color, people of color, that's them eyelashes to be like this. That's them Brazilian butt lifts. That's them gaudy breast jobs. That's lip injections. That's what communities of color are. That's what people of color are. It's a fallacy. It's a fallacy. We are not people of color. That is a blackness flattener. Just make us all the same. You ain't white, so you got to be something. So just lump them all the same. No, motherfucker, this is not Chex Mix. You are not going to put us in the Chex Mix of people. We hold dominion in this bitch. At your service. At your service. Peace to my people from Cargo 420. Opening up August 1st. They getting their thing together. They getting it together for Washtenaw County. Delivering to you, to your doorstep. 21 and over. Don't fuck with them. Fake IDs, they calling the police. Bad bread, they calling the police. You got somebody else's credit card, they calling the police. I'm just letting you know, don't fuck with these people. These some real motherfuckers. And if you fuck with their people, and you in Washtenaw County, who else you fucking with? Who else you fucking with? If you fucking with Cargo 420's people in Washtenaw County, who you fucking with? Let's not let that happen. Let's not make that mistake. I already told you, I might be in this car by myself, but I'm not alone out here. When my progress directly affects somebody else, you better understand, I'm not out here by myself. You don't know who might come for that ass if you fuck around with Cargo 420, let alone fucking around with me. I ain't just old. I'm an elder. We got to stop. It's not us. It's a made-up phrases. I mean, to say people of color and mean people of African descent, freedmen, natives, American descendants of chattel slavery, to say that you are disrespect, to say person of color is just as bad as saying nigger. It's disrespectful because you call a person who just washed up on the shores of America a person of color, a person that had no responsibility in this country being built. We are the descendants of that. How could they be us? How could we be them? If y'all don't understand, I get it. But the more I listen to myself, I'm like, damn, I never thought about that. Because I just thought about that. A person that comes to this country from another country is deemed a person of color. Immediately. They got melanin in their skin, they're a person of color. But they would have also assumed that Alice Prince was a person of color, that Annie Rowley was a person of color. And Annie Rowley had Indian in her. We already know this. Louise Philpott, person of color. Well, Fannie Louise Johnson originally, later married a Philpott. They can't be them. My grandmother picked cotton, and she was born in 1920. Slavery was over. She picked cotton. So you know my great-grandmother picked cotton. And my great-great-grandmother, she was enslaved. You trying to tell me that those are people of color? Those are queens that you had shackled, bitch. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully this stream came through tight. I'm going to get my slides and everything ready because I got intermittent shit that I got to do. But I'm going to get my slides and everything ready, get the schedule ready. I'm going to see who else is going live tonight, and I'm going to try to work it around that. I know my brother is in town, so we got to link up before he gets out of town. So it could be a later one, could be a 9er. Whatever it is, it's going up tonight. We got a lot of shit to talk about, man. They on a killing spree right now with black women. And not just talking about murder, but they on a killing spree. Hell, just before I got here, I listened to some shit about Simone Biles. They killing her. Saw the black woman laying on the ground with cuffs, kicked her in the face. Then I saw a black newscaster just basically being dressed down while she's in the street trying to report on a story. They doing everything they can to kill us. They doing everything they can. Appreciate you, free. Cargo420.com. Check it out. But we gonna be tight. All my freedmen. And here's the thing. I'm not seeking reparations on this. So yes, I am including people who may be from the Caribbean, who may be African immigrants. Hell, black Latinos, black Asians, obviously biracials. But there's one condition. Since you do share those other ethnicities, when you step onto this side, don't start talking that half and half shit. When you over here, you're here. One drop rule, motherfucker. Use your one drop or drop out. That's it. We don't give a fuck how light y'all, how dark y'all are. See, Barack would have been involved in this. Kamala would have been involved in this. But they've chosen that other side. They've chosen that other side. They picked the black blazer up when they need it for political reasons. But Barack prefers Abercrombie and Fitch. Kamala, she wears stilettos. She only wears Chucks and Timbos around y'all Negroes. But she's not going to do anything exclusively for black people. No. So whoever comes over here, if that's who they identify as, that's who they identify as. And they're not to be questioned about that. Now, let me hear you identifying for somebody else. Then you can take your ass back over there. You can share cultures. I get that. But don't let me see you caping for somebody else and you don't cape for your own. Because I see it. And I hear it. And I'm here for it. So y'all be good. I'll let you in a minute. Depends on how I get set up in there. I might do another one of these. I won't be at the computer, but I'm like Clubber Lang in Rocky 3. I got a lot of mo. Appreciate you, free. Appreciate you keeping the chat room popping. Appreciate everybody that came in here. And thank you, Southern Breeze, for asking that question. Because, see, that happened that night, and that person got on my live. But that shit happens all over the country. And they should be getting all these other people's lives too. I'm not the only one that's got people like that in their community. You notice how I didn't say black community? You notice how I didn't say people of color community? Colors of community? Or, I'm sorry, communities of color, so it don't even sound right to me. Because that neighborhood got white people and all kinds of people in it. But in that little area right there, it was 6 black families affected, up to 20 children affected, no water for 48 hours. Somebody got to do something about it. Why not Friedman Media? One love.